What's going on, guys? It's your boy ScytheX. Just coming at you with a quick video on my thoughts about Microsoft's bogus attempt to increase Xbox Live Gold pricing. There's a lot to say about this, but I'll try to keep it short and let's get into it. So, Microsoft recently raised the price to Xbox Live Gold for 1 month, $10.99, 3 months, $29.99, 6 months, $59.99, 6 months for $59.99. Now, their original price was a year for $59.99. They're doubling the price of a yearly online subscription for Xbox Live Gold, which you need to play anything online on an Xbox. I mean, come on. Like, what are we doing here? Honestly, what are we doing here? Xbox, Microsoft, what are you doing here? I saw a thing, just to put in perspective, guys. I saw a thing. If you were gonna play Warzone, let's say Warzone, play on PS4, PS5, it's free. And it's true. You don't need PS Plus to play Warzone. Play Apex, PS5 free. Play Warzone Apex on PC free. To play Warzone Apex on an Xbox, it's gonna cost you $120 a year. Think about that. And here's another thing, Xbox and Microsoft, Phil Spencer, whoever's listening. Don't raise pricing for your online services if no one can buy the new friggin' Xbox. There's inventory shortages. You're battling bots. You're fighting people on long lines. Like, no one is getting the system. And if you're lucky to get the system, you know what your reward is? You have a brand new console with no exclusive games. You have a brand new console that's going to cost you $120 a year just to go online and play with your friends. Which, by the way, are going to be third-party games. And you better hope it has crossplay, because I guarantee there's majority. I mean, the numbers are there. The majority of the gamers for the new generation are PlayStation at the moment. They outsold the Xbox by over 1 million. They outsold the PS4 on their launch month. And this isn't in a video about PlayStation. I'm just saying the gamers that are on Xbox are getting screwed. Now, there was a ton of backlash, and rightfully so, obviously. But what was the most surprising was the backlash came from Xbox only heads. These are dudes that are through and through, no matter what, no matter the cost, they are getting Xbox, and they were freaking out over the pricing change. I mean, what are we doing, Microsoft? Honestly, how did you think that was a good idea in whatever bogus board meeting you had? That doesn't help anyone. Gamers want a place to game. And you right now are making it extremely hard for players to do that on your console. Now, my thoughts. This is partly a scheme to get everyone to buy the Ultimate Game Pass. Now, don't get me wrong, I have Game Pass. It is probably the GOAT the GOAT online subscription service out there at the moment. If you have a PC. The Ultimate, it gives you more collection streamable games. It gives you their online service. It gives you EA Play to play, EA games, early access and whatnot, all included in the subscription. It's the best bang for your buck, honestly. It really is. It's the best bang for your buck. For anything Xbox, it's the best bang for your buck. Now, the problem is gamers shouldn't be forced to have to select that. If they want the console and they just want to game online, play any game they want, whatever, a la carte, that's their prerogative. That's their style, whatever. They shouldn't be charged $120 a year. That's for sure. So I think this is some back end way to force sales to Ultimate. Hey, do you want to pay $120 a year, or do you want to pay $15 a month? Granted, it's a little bit more money, but it's cheaper monthly, and you get way more benefits. And honestly, it's the better deal per value. However, Xbox Live Gold's been around forever. It's honestly, it's not a perfect online system, but it's one of the stronger online systems out there, server wise. PSN, they have their headaches. Blizzard, all those guys, they have their own headaches. Live's been strong for a long time. Now, when you get backlash from Xbox heads to the point where Microsoft has to apologize, they have to come out and apologize to you and reverse their decision. That just shows you, damn computer alerts, that just shows you that the community spoke up loud enough. They spoke up loud enough for Xbox to be like, whoa. What is happening here? Why didn't this hit the way we thought it was going to hit? Another thing, when they're seeing their community basically confirm or threaten that they're going to PlayStation because the pricing is better, they're starting to get scared. So they reversed the decision. And rightfully so. They should have. It was dumb to even go to $120 a year. Here's the other problem, though. It's not over. This is just the beginning. This is their goal. They want you to pay $120 a year. So yes, they reversed it, but it will come back. They want you on Game Pass. And here's another thing. They don't want you buying Xboxes anymore. Xbox is dying. Think about this. They're building and improving an online streaming service. When I sign onto my computer, I can play Xbox games, no problem. For the next gen, all these new gen games coming out in 2055, by the time Microsoft makes them, they're coming out to PC also, and I'll get them with Game Pass. And by the way, Game Pass on PC is like $5 a month or something like that. It's a no-brainer. I don't need an Xbox. Why do I need to spend $500 on an Xbox? I have my PC. Now, what this will do is drive sales to PlayStation. PlayStation has the exclusives. Quite frankly, they have the better games. And If I want to play with my friends or third-party games, I'm going to play them on PlayStation or PC. I don't have a reason to buy an Xbox, which is my point. Xbox is slowly killing their system. They're increasing their online services. They're forcing you off their network to go to Game Pass. They're leaving you with no options on Xbox, really. This gen, and maybe the next gen, is possibly the last you'll see an Xbox console, in my opinion. I just don't think. I don't think they're going to continue supporting it. You know what they might make? They might make a PC and slap an Xbox logo on it and say, here's a cheap starter gaming system. $800. Like, this stuff is going to start happening. I guarantee it. The days of owning a console is slowly coming to an end. PlayStation is going to have to deal with it. It's the way everything's moving. PCs are getting cheaper. It just doesn't make sense to have a console. And when the company making the console is forcing your hand, why keep supporting that? Get a PlayStation if you want a console. Get a PC if you want an Xbox, because you can play all games, first party, third party. It's honestly not worth it. And it's sad, because consoles are great. It's better for all gamers if Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony and Nintendo, they're all relevant, they're all competing, they're all producing great games. It's better for gamers as a whole. But honestly, Xbox just handed Sony a W, and Sony sat there and didn't do anything. They didn't have to do anything. They're just letting Xbox shoot themselves in the foot. We just started a new generation, and Sony has 2 major dubs already. Launch game exclusive, competitive online service pricing, them adding the PS Plus collections is kind of like their way of saying, hey, we got a Game Pass type of feature coming. That's going to keep improving. They honestly just handed Sony the keys. I mean, let's be real, Sony had the keys, but for the sake of argument, in a level playing field on a new generation, you gave Sony the ball. Xbox, you got to do better. You got to do better for us as gamers. You got to do better for you as a company. Decide what path you actually want to go on, communicate it, and let everyone know, hey, this is going away. Get used to it. Don't string everyone along. Everyone's buying these stupid consoles when they should just be using it to buy PCs. That's it. Xbox, do better. That's all I got for you tonight. Stay tuned for a lot more gaming news and possibly reactions in the future. So stay tuned. And as always, GG.